But he's going to be talking a little bit about this Tax Stamp Act. Was made illegal 78 years ago, and we're working at getting that reversed in Indiana and nationwide. Here is Neil.
Thank you very much. My name's Neil Smith. I'm currently chairman of Indiana NORML. I've been an activist for cannabis causes since 1972. And we are going to win. Marijuana, I think, will be legal across the country within the next 5 years. But it's going to take everybody. It's going to take all people who want it to be legal to stand up. We have two options to change government. We can either overthrow government or we can vote. Voting is a whole lot better. We're not organized enough to do the other one, and that would be a very, very bad thing for everybody involved. So we have to vote. Your vote does matter. They fear the vote. They fear the vote, otherwise they wouldn't be spending millions and millions and millions of dollars to influence elections. They wouldn't be standing up and making complete idiots of themselves if they didn't fear the vote. Now, just in a couple of days, October 5th, is the deadline to register to vote in Indiana. Now, we're facing next year, in 2016, a general election where we'll elect presidents, we'll elect senators, we'll elect congresspeople, we'll elect state legislators and state senators. Now, the president is important, but not nearly as important as Congress. Congress is the one that passes laws. We elect congressmen on the House of Representatives every 2 years. We have a chance every 2 years to change who makes the laws. Now, Indiana NORML, every election, will publish, to the best of our ability, the people who support cannabis relegalization and those who oppose. Don't vote for the ones who oppose. Vote for the ones who are in favor of relegalization. Now, I say relegalization because cannabis, hemp marijuana, at one time in this nation was legal. It was as legal as we wanted, as legal as tomatoes. Cannabis hemp in Indiana was used very widely. The first cannabis industry was started in 1821, just 5 years after we became a state. And it blossomed through the 1800s. In 1903, Eli Lilly and Park Davis developed a strain excuse me, called Cannabis Americana, and it was grown just outside of Greenfield, Indiana, in Hancock County. Hancock County, ironically, just released the marijuana goggles you may have heard about that supposedly allows one to see through stone dyes, and it's complete. It is complete bullshit. There is no such thing as marijuana goggles. It's another trick by the prohibitionists. We've got to remember that the people in office right now who are opposed to relegalization, that's our fault. If anybody remembers the old Pogo comic strip, where they talked about where Pogo said, "We have met the enemy and he is us," we either voted for the wrong people or we didn't vote at all. In 2014, last year, we had 27% voter turnout in Indiana. And we wonder why we had the bozos running this government that we do. Now, here in Fort Wayne, you have a city councilman, James Renner. He just met the gentleman this evening.
He left.
He left. He says he's in favor of it. Now we've got a Democrat, Baron Hill, running for Dan Coates' Senate seat next year. He is in favor of relegalization. We have down just south of Indianapolis and to the south, Brent Waltz, a Republican state senator now. He's my senator. He's running for Congress. He is in favor of medical. We are getting there, but it takes everybody to vote, to learn your candidates, to learn your structure of government, and to write to your legislators and your senators. Tip O'Neill, former Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, is credited with saying all politics is local. Your city council members, your county council members, your state representatives and your state senators hold more sway over you than anybody in the federal government. We have a chance to change all levels next year. But you have to learn the issues, you have to learn the candidates. How many of you all slept during civics class in high school? How many?
We did.
Nobody's gonna fess up, huh? In my class in the late 60s, probably 80% didn't give a damn. 20% of us who did know what's going on. We know how to change it. But NORML, MPP, none of the organizations can do it by themselves. It requires you to register and vote and learn your candidates. That's what's going to make the difference. Think your vote doesn't count? Colorado passed on votes. Oregon passed on votes. Alaska, all the 23 medical marijuana states passed on citizens' votes. It's critical. If we want a better government, if we want a better life, if we want better communities, it takes you to go out and to vote. Then you have to stay on these people. They're your employees. You're the boss. The people have the power. Use it. We're looking at a dark anniversary here with the passage of the Marijuana Tax Act. Now, the Marijuana Tax Act did not make marijuana or hemp illegal. It did employ a tax that USDA, for whatever reason, they were given the taxing authority rather than the IRS, put a tax on it, and they were not issuing the stamps till World War II came along. Then when the war was over and we didn't need industrial hemp anymore, they stopped issuing the tax stamps again. The Boggs Act passed in 1951, which made all cannabis illegal, and that was then structured and scheduled for the Controlled Substances Act of 1971. We can stop this. We can stop this train wreck. We can turn it around, but you have to be involved.
Yeah.
We cannot depend on them to do it. There's too much money involved. We're fighting the pharmaceutical industry. We're fighting the private prison. We're fighting the Prosecutors Association. They don't want to lose all that forfeiture money. Pay attention to these races. Ask the candidates where they stand. I use cannabis as a bellwether issue. If I've got a candidate, if I'm talking to a candidate and they tell me that, oh, well, I want to fix the highways, I want to clean up the water. What's your stand on marijuana? Oh, we can't have pot. Bullshit, you're a liar. And that's what it comes down to. It comes down to us. It comes down to us making the determination to get out, vote, and stay on these people. They are our employees. Constitution says we the people for a reason. And we have to use that. We have to hold them accountable. Go out and vote. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Neil.